Tales from the Table is a live play RPG podcast brought to you by a group of LGBT friends telling stories through the medium of tabletop role-playing games.
All right, Randal, it's now the Randal Show.
All up to me.
With all your hit points.
Yes, cool. All right. Where am I in relation to these monsters?
So the monster is in the doorway. At its feet is the Seam Ripper. Magnolia is behind the monster on the desk. And you can't see into the office other than Magnolia.
Okay.
You don't know where Carter went either. You saw him fly through the room and heard him land somewhere.
I take a step back. I'm completely overwhelmed. I tried. I have no
One second.
other plan.
Can't Sam possess things?
Yes.
And don't you have a gun?
Yeah, I was gonna use my gun.
Okay.
But
Have options.
that's a good idea. I didn't think I had any other option. So thanks for pointing that out.
Now, I did give you Sam's moves on the back of your sheet as well. Because we gave him some custom moves.
I wrote it down.
Show me your
here.
moves.
He can move through walls and physical barriers. I can ask him for a favor, for example, to recover an object. Or
That was just an
info
example.
I can't easily get to.
You can ask him to do more than that. Like, you can be creative in your favors, too.
Correct.
But it does so happen to be an object that you need recovery.
That is true.
There is an object brought to me.
I would love to ask Sam to grab the Seam Ripper and bring it to Carter. Oh, you're like extremely unstable. Actually, just hand it to me.
Okay, how do you roleplay that?
Well, I turn to Sam and I say, I whisper, Sam. No. Sam, could you run and grab that Seam Ripper right over there by the werewolf? Loup Garou?
He says, I could, what? It's awfully scary.
Can I roll to manipulate?
Yes. That's what I was going to have you do.
That would be a 10.
Oh, sweet. That's a complete success.
Sam remembers he's
What
a
do you
ghost.
say?
I said, now Sam, it's all right. Everything will be all right. I'll make sure that nothing happens to you or my friends. I just need that Seam Ripper.
His face changes from fear to immediate focus. And he dashes quicker than you think humanly possible. Well, or ghostly possible. Quicker than you've ever seen him. And he lunges towards, grabs the Seam Ripper. The Loup Garou looks completely confused. Well, actually, I don't think the Loup Garou even notices. And does he take it to you or
To me.
Okay.
Not the magic boy.
The one that can lift
With
the
the
curse.
spell.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you're almost dead.
I can.
He also doesn't know where you are.
That's fair. And it doesn't matter if I'm almost dead. I'm the one that can lift the curse.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, one of you could use big magic, or
I'm gonna sit up on the desk.
okay,
I'm gonna crack my neck a little.
okay,
I think my eyes start to glow a tiny bit,
okay,
and geometric shapes begin to cross my eyes.
okay.
I say, Raoul, go to your room. So I'm gonna cast out evil,
Okay.
as I may banish an unnatural creature from my presence.
Okay.
That'll be a 10 on a 10 plus. It is banished.
He.
Now, either way, the banished creature is unharmed. You have no control over where it goes. It may be used on unnatural hunters, which I would consider him pretty close to that.
Yeah. Okay. He vanishes. And you hear a scream outside.
Let's go. Where's
Alright.
Magic Boy?
We'll find him, I guess.
Can I attempt?
Can you just groan?
Yeah. I
Like,
was like,
fucking
oh,
Ian Malcolm in the first Jurassic Park.
Oh, my. I'm in a lot of pain right now, guys.
I look under the car and
Oh,
see him, I assume.
my mangled
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
we
you-
both pull him out.
No, I think. You good under there?
I just need the stuff to make the potion.
What you need?
I need your blood. I've got everything else.
I just slap you on the face.
Okay. Give me like a minute to put everything together.
You got it.
I guess we stand watch.
Now we're going outside. We're gonna go fight that witch.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, actually, we peek outside. Is my son out there?
Yes, and he's chomping down on some witch.
Never mind. Go close that door. We're staying in here.
I do
So-
so.
One of the effects that use magic has is banish a spirit or curse from a person.
That is definitely what this spell would do.
So I'm gonna combine. So I'm just gonna combine everything like into like a glass vial of some kind that I swiped up Mama May's
I just
shelf.
give him an empty prescription bottle.
That would
Okay,
work.
that
That would
works.
work. So I rolled a 10.
Cool. That
Christ.
goes off without any side effects.
Cool. Now I reach my hand back out with the prescription bottle. I'm like, Maggie, you need to somehow get this into his bloodstream. So stab him with it somehow.
I look down. Carter,
Also, we
Yeah.
have-
how in the
guns.
fuck am I supposed to do that?
I hand out my butterfly knife.
You also have guns.
And yeah, gun, you can just dip a bullet in it, I guess.
Alright, okay. Let me see your bullets.
Okay.
I'm gonna dip
You
each.
still hear some screaming outside, by
That's
the way.
fine. I'm not worried about this bitch. She can die. I'm just gonna dip each of his bullets in it, and then I'm also gonna dip my seam ripper
Okay.
in it. And then I look at the vial, or bottle, I guess it would be, not a vial. It's not like I'm in an auto repair shop. I'm not using beakers and vials. And I look at my 5 demon bag, and I'm like, and I just like smear a little bit on my hand,
Okay.
hoping that if I use something from my demon bag, that it'll transfer from the magic. I'm playing Calvin Ball with this, honestly.
So you.
It's sort of just on my hand, because every time I use my demon bag, I pull something out with my
Okay.
hands.
Okay.
So I don't. It's a bag of loose powder. I don't really have a way to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best method I've got for
Okay.
dousing my weapon. And I'll give the rest to Carter to dip his butterfly knife in, just in case.
Alright, so now I've got bullets doused in magical potion.
Yep.
Okay.
Colloidal silver and wolfsbane, and I should have made sure I didn't have any cuts on my hand. That definitely has metal and poison. I'll be fine. I should go to a doctor after this.
Alright, so
Can someone help me out?
Do you need to be out?
Actually, if you don't need me, I'll stay here.
I mean, you can do spells from under a car, right?
As long as I can see it, yeah.
All right. Hunker down there, bleedy boy.
Okay.
I can see at least one of your lungs.
All right, so I guess we'll.
Let's defensive positions.
Yes.
Well, so far we've seen him come in through a window. So maybe not next to a window.
All right, let's try and snoop around.
I will kind of park myself behind a Toyota Corolla.
There isn't one nearby.
Honda Civic.
This isn't a functioning auto repair shop.
Toyota Corolla.
There's no cars here.
Is there a broken window where
How about like a
I clearly
literally
see?
said not near a window.
could shoot
It's
him.
gonna come to us.
I could shoot him.
Yeah, you could do that in an enclosed space where he has less places to jump around. I mean, if you want to try, Mark, if you want to try like JFK and my son, you could do that out of a window.
How
There's so
about
much wrong with that.
what did you say? Maggie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have another better plan? If you haven't noticed, my son's a werewolf right now. I'm going through a lot.
Well, I guess I don't have any ideas. So it's all.
Do you want to shoot him now, or do you want to wait till he comes in?
I mean, you don't have to give him a headshot.
No, I
No, you
wasn't
just
planning
gotta
on that.
don't kill him,
Wasn't planning.
because
on
then
it.
I'll have to kill you.
What do you do?
Carter's good down here.
You're fine.
Just don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because I think that's your leg over there.
I'm not missing a leg.
No, he's in one piece. Just has.
One piece.
It just has some deep lacerations.
Yeah, just some deep, life-threatening wounds.
Well, I guess if he's gonna come to us, then just wait here.
All right, I'm gonna hide behind that pile of tires.
I'm gonna
Unless
hide.
there's no time.
No, there's tires. There's
What about
tires.
one of those like rolly toolboxes?
Yeah, there's one of them. Like,
I'll actually hide behind that.
And I'll hide behind the pile of tires.
There we go.
Okay.
Carter will die under a.
Car? He's under one of the lifts.
Okay, yeah, that's a safe place to be. You have another hard move, you can make that slam down on.
No, they're not. They're like lower. They're he's-
Okay, yeah. Yes.
They're not gonna move.
Okay, we are in position.
Okay, the Raoul comes back through the window. He sniffs around the area, is very cautious, but kind of rests himself, kind of gets more in a crouched position.
Where
He has been a little bit injured.
would you like us to be in relation to each other? I'm assuming we spread out a little.
Yeah. Randal, you probably have a little more of a vantage point, so you have a clear shot of him through the doorway.
Can he very clearly see where I am? Randall.
I would like to do
I-
something.
Are you sure? If you move at all or exert yourself, you will take one harm.
Never mind. I'm good where I'm at.
I assume that I see Maggie like maybe 20 feet away. 20,
Okay.
30 feet.
Like 5 or 10.
Okay, so pretty close.
I would like to do something.
Okay.
I will take one of the wrenches on the like little army bit of the toolbox.
Okay.
I will push it out.
Okay, the Loup Garou immediately perks up and sort of slowly looks around, sort of like not really stalking, but lurking, patrolling,
Mm-hmm.
seeing if there's any danger in here. He sniffs the air a little bit.
Don't want him to notice. It's you.
Do I have a clear shot of him, though?
You do. He's relatively close to you at this point.
I'd like to just shoot his leg.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and shoot him in the thigh.
I'm gonna do an act under pressure rather than a
Kick some ass.
kick some ass roll.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like you're covered enough that if anything was gonna happen, he'd attack more so the tires than you.
Yeah, you've got some
Okay,
armor.
10.
10?
Dan.
Yes.
Cool. You shoot him. You hear a mighty roar, and which turns into kind of more of a whimper, as it would normally start slashing about and rampaging, but the roar becomes more human, and the beast collapses, and there is a man in a dirty he's in a dirty suit and blood
That's right.
suit
wasn't
pants.
his suit. Are there any other witches nearby?
Just the two that I knew of.
Good. I'd basically push the toolbox out of my way and rush to my son.
Okay.
I'm just holding him,
Okay.
and I think I'm just crying.
Okay. He's relatively uninjured other than the wound. How much damage does your
2 harm. I just shot him in the leg, though.
yeah. Well, he hadn't taken any damage before then. Like, he's good.
No, listen, I did not want to hurt my boy. Oh my god. I happened to glance over as Mitchell was writing down a note, and I just see approximately 78 boxes.
There's 15. He has an armor of 2.
Can I stabilize myself? Hey, Randall,
Yourself?
Randall, please come
No.
help me out.
But someone else
Not
could.
with that.
I go rush over to Carter. Alright, let's take care of you immediately. I know you are not okay.
Listen, I've passed out enough the last couple of days. I don't need to pass out from blood loss.
Do you just like go around and find some rags that they use that have not been
Some
used?
dirty, oily rags.
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't sound
no,
unsanitary at all.
Maggie, you got any bandages with you?
Maggie will be with you in a brief moment. She is currently unavailable.
Listen, dying teenage boy here.
A dying son.
Son's fine.
Listen,
He's
had a
unconscious.
I've had a day.
Okay.
I will get over there and heal you in a minute.
Would there be any, like, ace bandages?
Would they have like a first
They'd
aid?
have a
Probably
first aid
have a
kit.
first aid kit.
Yeah, they'd have
Yeah,
a
I
first aid
go
kit.
run over to grab some ace
Unless
bandages.
OSHA shut these guys down just like the New Balance factory.
Why
This is
everything
more.
run down
This is more. They
here?
weren't really.
I'm excited to see what company we fight in the factory of next adventure. Will it be a Quiznos? A Blockbuster? Who knows?
Toys R Us.
Oh, too soon.
Alright, so I go to bandage up Carter's abdomen.
As he does that, I will rest Raoul against some tires and go. And I'll put a hand on both of you and say thank you. We'll talk about this later. As I'll lay on hands, Mr. Carter Wu.
Okay. I will
Oh,
give
thank
you.
God.
Okay.
I didn't want to have to expend another luck point.
Oh, I was gonna. What did you roll?
Oh, I got an 8, so he can heal 2 harm, but I'll take the 2 harm, and I'm happy to do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a plus
It'll
2 forward, just because.
2 forward?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then that's a 10. Exactly. So you heal 2
Just because
harm.
you're in very
And-
much healing motherly mode.
Yeah.
So
Listen, I'll take
narratively,
whatever
you'd
you
be
can
more
give me. It's
yeah.
fine. So you are healed by 2, and you are also stabilized.
Oh, perfect.
you're in Mother Bear mode. If you were going to take any damage, you wouldn't have even noticed.
Yeah. Listen, I took 3 harm from my son biting into my hand, and I'm like, yep, anyways, here's some of my blood.
Oh my god.
So you're still, you're stable.
I'm stable because of the
Of my-
lance,
of
but I'm
my
still at
lance?
4 harm.
So his guts aren't falling out, but
Yeah.
they're still not in the right places.
I mean, there's still, yeah. You're not bleeding profusely. There's,
Did we see my phone?
I call it.
you hear some ringing outside.
Listen, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I assume this is very much like in Jurassic Park 3, where they call the phone, and instead of there being a giant pile of dino shit, the phone is in a pile of witch goop.
I mean, he mostly just killed the witch, so, like, her corpse is still there. It's just a little disfigured.
Okay.
Or a lot disfigured.
I'll go out, I'll retrieve it, I'll kick the corpse.
Okay.
God.
And you retrieve his
She hurt my
busted...
babies.
you retrieve his busted-ass phone, because it also went flying with the coffee.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's fine. And I'll bring it back in. I'm like, there you go.
Okay.
Oh. Well, let's,
You go find your brother. I would say gator attack. We all cool with gator attack?
also, I got this
Yeah.
trumpet.
It do the thing?
It did the thing.
Randall touched the thing. Last time I touched the thing, but then he touched it and he didn't see anything, so maybe it only does it twice.
Okay.
Well, I'll give
Touch
it
it.
a chance.
Touch it,
I've touched
touch it.
the
touch
trumpet.
Roll to...
Use magic?
Well,
It's not really use magic, I guess.
it's not really... Roll plus weird for your spirit touched.
And if you fail, the trumpet will know where you are.
Plus weird. So it's a 9.
It's a 9?
Yes.
Mario.
Okay. You don't sense... You sense the magic, but you don't see anything. But you see... something like a wave wash over Sam's face.
Okay.
And he kind of just like variously nods at you like, yeah, this shit's magic.
Language.
He doesn't say it.
He thinks it, though.
Yeah. So, okay. That's all I needed to know.
Alright, well.
I think also we should give this one back to Lady Rose.
Right, but
No.
what if they don't ask? We don't say we found it.
You want to put it in your bag?
No, wait. Maybe we should
Show good faith. They might stop getting us involved.
at least see what happens, see what they do.
Maggie, do
And-
you touch the trumpet at all?
Yeah, I'll touch the trumpet.
Same thing that happened last time.
Gotcha.
So you get the same vision that Carter did.
Carter and Sam.
Now, have you looked very closely at it? Like, have you inspected it at all, other than...
I
tried.
will.
Like,
I will.
touched
It's
it.
a weapon. It's a weapon. It's
trumpet.
a musical instrument.
Okay.
Just like a
Uh,
weapon.
It
This
looks
mayonnaise
relatively...
and instrument.
It looks in really good condition. You see the brand, which I don't know.
It's a brand that's probably not in production anymore.
Yeah, it's a dated
Gotcha.
brand. You also see engraved on the end of it,
The bell.
the belt. Thank you. 'Cause I don't know.
played a brass
I
instrument.
don't know anything about
It's
brass.
not the mouthy doot bit. It's the loud honky bit.
Yeah, it's not the doop bit. It's the ha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the bell. on the outside of the bell, there are 2 engraved letters, D-H.
Did I happen to recognize the juicy Walt Disney?
No.
Seeing if he was a famous musician. Or if he was just
He was known locally, so you would have...
it was before my time, so I might have... I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of him, but...
Yeah, he was popular during, like, the 1920s.
Yeah, which I'm not that old, so... okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take a note of all the details and the letters.
Okay.
And then I'll go, let's find out what happens when we give it back. Should we do that tonight? Or in the morning?
I think we should do it tonight.
I do as well.
Actually, I'm real tired.
Yeah.
I almost died.
Listen, I know it's important. I know this is something that we need to get done. My son just got transformed back from being a werewolf, and you almost died again.
So you head to... So do you head home, or do you head to...
Yeah, no, we're all gonna, I think, head home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and call Jimmy, or at least text him and make sure he's okay.
Okay, you get a response back. Just arrived at home. Everything's good here. I snuck in, so I don't know where Mom and Dad are.
Okay. I'll just say I'm on my way back. I'll talk to you when we get back.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if I was fully aware of myself when I was banishing that witch. So I don't know if I fully know what happened.
I'm going to say you don't.
Okay. That Gamma Ray just took control.
Yeah. So you head home. I presume you kind of...
Yeah, I get Raoul home. I get him on the couch. I think I get him out of his suit,
Okay.
and then I get him on the couch and get a blanket for him.
Okay. And so you...
And I'm gonna right away, my clothes and his suit, launder them.
Okay. Okay. I presume you go into the Sully Mansion.
No, I go to the nightclub. Of course I go to the Sully Mansion.
Jacqueline is not there.
Oh.
Okay.
She does leave a note that she's out of friends.
Okay.
So
Do
she
I-
says to help
do I-
yourself to anything.
Do I have her number?
She...
I would hope so.
Yeah, you do have her number.
That's probably on the fridge.
It's probably how you ended up, like, probably texted her about the
Right,
The
right.
open vacancy.
Actually, Robert gave you her number. Robert Puckett, because he's the one who directed you to the Sully Mansion.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I shoot her text and just say, be safe. There's a lot of weird things happening.
Okay.
Just be careful. And see you later.
She says, "Don't worry about me, doll." And a smiley face, I guess.
Okay. And then
Sexual
I
energy.
just go upstairs and go to bed.
Okay.
Good night.
Yeah, Sam doesn't bother at all. He's tired. He's been through a lot today.
A lot
Can
today.
ghosts get tired?
This one can.
Okay.
So you get home and you, I presume, sneak in.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say it like you've done enough for today. You just kind of sneak in. And you get to Jimmy's room, and as soon as you enter, he's like, "What the hell happened to you? You told me to leave, you were fine."
I am fine now. It's okay. I'm not gonna die. It's just some scratches now. We're good. I wanted to check in on you.
I'm a little shaken up and a little bruised and battered, but he's a little more distant than usual.
I know tonight was a lot, but you okay? You want to talk about it?
He kind of just looks at you for a minute. He takes a minute to respond. And says, "Can we talk about it in the morning?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Like, you're probably tired. I'm tired. Yeah. Well, we'll talk in the morning.
And with that, I guess you leave his room
Yeah.
and head to bed, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Heal one more harm, just from... You still got some of the magic mojo that coursing through you from Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
And getting some good sleep allows the wounds to close.
Mm-hmm.
You all wake up the next day.
So I've woken up early. I've unplugged the TV so that Raoul... I just want him as far away from this as possible.
Okay.
Haven't texted anybody, haven't called. I'm just gonna make some breakfast. I'm gonna make pancakes. I'm gonna make French toast. I'm gonna make the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he stirs at some point.
Yeah. He does stir. He seems still a little dazed. He didn't get a super great sleep.
Mm-hmm. And my apartment's
He winces at his
fairly
leg.
small-ish.
Okay.
And so the kitchen and where the couch is pretty close.
Okay.
And I shout as I move my microphone away. Good morning, sunshine! Did somebody have a bit too much to drink last night?
I don't remember exactly what happened, Mama.
No, don't worry. I could tell you everything that happened. You got way too drunk, got into a fight with two guys about twice your size, got your ass whooped, and Mama had to come get you passed out of an alleyway. Don't worry, your suit's in the wash. I'll tailor it tomorrow.
That girl okay?
There wasn't a girl I saw, which I could call up the club, make sure she's alright. Which one?
The last thing I remember is someone told me that you were in the hospital.
Listen, Raoul, how long have you known your mother? You don't answer 3 of my calls back to back? I get a little worried, so I needed to make sure that somebody had to call you. I assumed, being the good son that you were, you would have called me immediately after you saw the 3 missed calls and had that message, but...
I didn't have my phone on me. I was performing.
Excuses.
But I had left with a girl. She was kind of dressed a little more hippie-esque, I guess you could say.
Raoul, sweetie, I don't want to break your heart, but it sounds to me, from what the bartender told me, that was one of the men who beat you up's girlfriend. That might have done you in, boy.
I'm so sorry, Mama.
Don't you worry.
I didn't want to bring any of this on you. And he kind of
Raoul, my sweet
breaks
baby,
down a
mon
little bit.
fille. And I just hold his face in my hand. I'm like, this is nothing compared to how much hell Etienne Witt made me go through when he was younger. Now, of course, I'm not going to tell you those stories because I don't want you brothers to have ammunition against one another. But you're just fine. You're home now.
And
Everything's okay.
He hugs you more. He kind of turns and embraces you very firmly. He kind of squeezes you a little bit, and kind of cries.
We're having this moment as I see that I have a text from Randal.
Okay.
I guess I turned the TV on.
Okay. You see a breaking news on the TV, and there is some sort of fire going on at one of the buildings in the French Quarter. And as the camera kind of passes over, you see that it is the Rose Spirit Tavern.